Welcome to episode 2 of Better with Age, and we're at beautiful North Entrance Surf Club on the New South Wales Central Coast. We're going to meet two ski paddling legends. One guy is synonymous with lifesaving. In fact, he's been honoured for spending over 60 years as a patrol member and has been recognised at the highest levels of the sport. The other guy came to the sport late, at the age of 49, but has improved astronomically in the last 2 decades. It's my privilege to welcome to Better with Age, Col Laing and the captain, John Dring.
Yeah, keep going, so we're proving them up. You're training doing the long work through the weather, and of course you've got the volume and less intensity, and then as it gets closer to the titles, we start reversing that and get into the intensity and drop off the volume. We do a lot of sprint work. We do a lot of stuff in the or training in the lake as well. So that's mainly that. But we train every day. Anybody that's up the top, they all train. I've been competing since in 1958 through the Opens and the juniors, the seniors, and then progressed through into the Masters, and been competing in that ever since.
I played AFL and Union and League in my early days, but I was right out of it for a long time. When I was 49, after my daughter had finished competing, I got my bronze, and that's when I started with Col, and originally about 25 years ago.
It's incredible what Dring has achieved considering his swimming ability. Multiple national champion, the late great Brian Hutchings gave this assessment.
He said, I'm the only guy that I know dives in and sinks straight to the bottom. Yeah. No, Brian took me swim coaching when I was getting the bronze, and yeah, just taught me how to survive out there, sort of thing, and not to panic and do that sort of thing. And it's come in handy a couple of times when Col and I have been in big surf at Curra and things like that, and we've come off and had to do a bit of swimming and paddling to get out of the way.
To start off with, we weren't too good. we spend more time in the ocean than out of it. When John first came, like, he wasn't sure. Well, he was worried about the ocean, but because he's really good on the ski, he could do a rescue before half of the swimmers could get out there. So he's got the confidence now, and that's why we've gone on to win so many titles, because if we didn't have the confidence in the ocean, which has been up to three metres, and it's pretty hard to hold onto a ski in that sort of situation. And for John to go out there knowing that he's not he's a good swimmer, not a really good swimmer, that he's confident enough to know that we can make it.
Memorable moments include a phenomenal win in Big Surf at Maroochydore in 2016.
We took off on a wave that I thought we were going to get crunched on again, but somehow everything was just the perfect wave, and it's the only time we've been clapped on the beach for holding it. And the Northcliffe crew that normally up against us, that they're our main competitors, they backed off halfway down the wave, and how they got back up, I don't know.
I think a lot of people on the beach were talking about it for days afterwards, about the two old guys from North Entrance that took on the biggest wave of the weekend.
Yeah, well, when we went for that wave, we were a bit hesitant to start off with, and we felt the run on the boat, so I just said, come on, John, we've got to go for this one. He said, are you sure? It was too late, we were down it. And it was really good. Everybody on the beach stood up and clapped and carried on, but I always tell all the young people on the beach, or the young kids coming through, I said it was that big. When we were on the top of the wave, we could see in the backyard of at the back of the units on the Surfers Paradise.
We'll let that hit the cutting room floor, because it was in Maroochydore.
Yeah, it was.
Is there a top dog in this relationship? Is there like an alpha male?
Oh, definitely.
Is someone submissive? The pair have both faced numerous health issues in the last 2 decades, with Laing lucky to pull through after contracting golden staph in 2006.
Well, I had the golden staph, and they took the hip out, and 2 years ago I got an infection at Southport up there at the hospital after the Australian titles. That I'd only just won the title, and within about 8 hours I was in hospital. I couldn't walk, I couldn't do anything. My body had just collapsed. But I was very lucky to get over that lot. But and as they said, if I wasn't in good condition and fit, that I wouldn't have survived at all. Even the other competitors said that like they were surprised to see me come back, because the Southport Hospital and on the way home in Newcastle at John Hunter, they said that I wouldn't leave the hospital, that was curtains for me. But and then they said it was only the fitness that actually got me through that, and that's what we say to all the older or the younger ones coming through to our age groups, that keep training, keep yourself fit, and it's going to go a long way if anything does come across you in a medical situation. So
no, it's I've been pretty lucky compared to Col anyway. I've just had stints put in 3 years ago, and it slowed me down a little bit, I think. And it's just a matter of us sort of being fit together. That's the one of us gets something, and then the other one sort of pulls out, you know, and eventually we hit it together. And by the beginning of the season, normally we're at it again. But it's just a matter of managing. I think if you've got to slow down what we used to do, like chasing those young guys. And you know, it's I know when you look at some of the older guys, everybody gets their health problems, you know, in their 65s to 70s sort of thing, and I think everybody's in the same boat.
we used to look up to Kevin Harmon from Caves Beach. Like, we used to call him the old bloke. Like, he's about 5 years older than us, and he was so good and gave us the inspiration to keep on going. And now we've got the younger ones saying, geez, how come yous are going so well, you old blokes? And they call us the old blokes now, and that's what I sort of get out of it, because I see all these younger ones coming through, and it's embarrassing for them if they can't beat us, so it makes them train harder and keep fit.
Olympians like Riley Fitzsimmons and Lockie Tame, they talk about you two guys. Gemma Smith, who's a star Iron woman and a world junior ocean ski paddling champion, they would say that you two are heroes of theirs. John?
Well, that's very nice.
For Laing, it's a family affair. He even won gold in the ski relay with his famous nephew Peter on the Gold Coast in 2015.
Oh, well, how it all comes about, my brother and I used to row in the boat, and we were at the top A crew around, and we won so many races. I think we were virtually unbeatable anywhere in a marathon boat race. And then he had a melanoma, and he passed away, and it was just so good for me to have him in my team. That's all I can say.
Yes, you just got to keep on going, or otherwise it's you know, your health, I think, deteriorates if you're not doing something, and it's definitely helped me over the years. You know, I've definitely improved in the last even 5 to 10 years, sort of thing. It's something you just got to keep on doing, and enjoy yourself. That's the main thing, I think. And if it becomes a struggle, well, then you can back off a little bit.
Well, what I'd like to say, really, like to all those athletes out there that older age groups, the same as us, or those that are at home and think they can't do it, there's a space in all sports for every competitor, no matter what your age is. And the older you are, the longer you'll live if you start training and keep yourself fit.
Oh yeah, put it down there.
one, John.
Thank you. Winners again.
Hope you've enjoyed this edition of Better with Age with life-saving legends Col Laing and the captain John Dring. If you loved the episode, make sure you give us a like and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you next time.